Shabbat Shalom. As many of you know, our congregation is presently involved in the development of a strategic plan. We're examining every aspect of synagogue life in order to make whatever changes need to be made to better serve the members of our community and to be the synagogue we have the potential to be. One question that we focus on in our discussions is, what would success look like? How would we define not only a successful program but a successful service? And in these discussions we think about, what are the elements of success? If you look at the Torah as God's strategic plan for humankind, with the Jewish people being the Or LaGoyim, the light to the nations, who will not only implement this strategic plan, but also inspire the nations of the world to join together in this effort to create a world worthy of God's presence, the same question is worthy of asking. What would success look like in the eyes of God? This week's portion, Kedoshim, I believe, is the answer to that question. Am Kedoshim Tihiyu. You will be holy, because I, the Lord your God, am holy. And with this introduction, God explains through Moses what a holy society would look like. Much of the portion is dependent on how we treat each other, how we treat the stranger in our society, how we treat the poor, how we treat our parents, how we treat the elderly. How do we treat people who have challenges? Don't put a stumbling block in front of the blind. Don't curse the deaf. These are the laws that make up Parshat Kedoshim. And the essence of the portion can be found in one simple sentence. V'ahavta l'reacha chamocha. Love your neighbor as yourself. This is truly what God sees as a success of this venture. The fruits of the Torah, our people's strategic plan. But what does it mean to love your neighbor as yourself? Saul Lieberman, a great Talmudic scholar of the past century, once said, the way that we should interpret this verse is, love your neighbor because he is like you. What is it that makes us alike? The Torah's answer to that question is that Tselem Elohim, the image of God, that God has implanted within each and every one of us, that essence of the holy that we all share. No matter our strata of society, no matter our place in the universe, in the eyes of God, we are all equal. We all have value because of the Tselem Elohim, because of that image of God. And for a book that focuses on the stranger as a stigma, as something that needs to be addressed and eradicated, the Tselem Elohim, that idea that we see the essence of God in every person, is the way in which we change society, where no one is treated as a stranger, because everyone deserves to live a dignified existence. Everyone deserves to be acknowledged as a human being. This is an idea that we have yet to master. Our world is fractured. People are in pain. The strategic plan has yet to be implemented fully. Our Torah also reminds us that God never gives up on us. God still believes we have the capability of loving our neighbor because they are like us. The fear of every strategic planner is that after all of the hard work, all of the thoughts, all of the focus groups, that the strategic plan will find itself on a shelf somewhere and never see the light of day, never have the ideas come to fruition. I suspect that God has that fear as well. This portion is not meant to sit on a shelf, not be yet another chapter of a beautiful book. These words are meant to be lived. And you and I have the potential of changing the world, one person at a time, beginning with ourselves, beginning with those around us, beginning with our children, when we choose to love our neighbors because they are like us. Shabbat Shalom.
שירו לדושם שיהיה חודש, שירו לדושם כל הארץ, שירו לדושם ברכו שמו